Okay, I'm back. Maybe I can help some more people. I actually lived my whole life trying to, the rest of it anyway. I had a good long life, and I think a couple more years, maybe 10, 15, I don't know. 10 would be nice. Uh, and it's just how many people I could help in this time, because I see that people need this information about how to use government programs to solve financial problems, to uh, God, get a better life. I mean, you'd be surprised how the amount of money and help and information that is available to anybody who lives in this country. And no matter what age you are, no matter what income, and the rich people use all this stuff. They use the heck out of it. I mean, Elon Trump, who's the richest man in the world, has to get government money to do things. Why are we giving him money? Doesn't he have enough money? I mean, we have a country that has more poor people in it than any other developed country in the world. So there's more people living in poverty in the United States of America than any other developed country. So that's like all the European companies, Canada, a whole bunch of others, about 30 of them. So there's more poor people in our country than in any of those countries. When I mean poor people, it's the percentage of people. So the actual numbers would be better. But in the rich countries, we're probably one of the biggest populations. So by that alone would put us, on top. But it's not that, it's the percentage of people. So what percentage of people live in poverty? I mean, the average for this, for the rich people is about 10%. That still sounds like a lot. I would think, wouldn't you, like 3, 4, 5%? There's some that are that low. But we're at 17.2%. 17.2%. What the heck are we doing? 17% of America lives in poverty. 17%. Wow. We're the richest? Well, I think one problem is we're giving more and more money to the rich people. Wage money. The wages in this country have been flat for about 40 or 50 years, but the rich people haven't. And the wealth is transferring to the rich people. That's growing faster. The average wage, and really, it got nowhere in 50 years. And that's really 90% of the people. So that's why inflation hurts people, because they can't afford things. Inflation went up 300% and wages went up 30% in the last 40 or 50 years. So you're chasing something that you're never going to catch. And that's what I think why people are angry in this country, because they can't afford to live here. I'm excited, joining it Saturday. Oh, somebody's going to join it. By the way, tonight, we just have a couple more hours. It's almost 8 o'clock. So you have till midnight to join our 15,000 members that help each other get government grants. Okay, we now have about 15,000 members that are helping each other 24/7 get government grants to help their life a little bit better. Okay, and that's, I think, the most important thing I can do in life is show people where there's programs to help you have a better life and pay for problems and pay for your living expenses, things like that. There are programs out there. They take work though. That's why if anybody says it's very easy to get free money, just don't believe them. It's safer not to believe them. It may happen, but you may be hit by lightning too. But if you don't realize that it's going to take some work, if it was that easy, you would have done it a long time ago. It's not, because people are going to the wrong places to try to find that help. You're going to Google and places like that where salesmen are there to get you money. You have to go and find people that are in our country to give you money, not get your money. See, we think everything is capitalism, where people get money to live on, and that's a good deal, that works well, but it doesn't work well for people who don't have money. And then if the system's rigged where people even can't get it through their job, well, they're getting squeezed out of the game. And so you can't play the game, which is capitalism, if you don't have money. Capitalism for people who don't have money. But, there's like 40-50% of the people in this country don't have money. They don't have, if they had a $500 bill, they couldn't afford it. So they're living hand to mouth. And so that's what we're trying to do, is show you how do I join the $50,000. Okay, it's only $1. We have now a special that ends at midnight tonight for $1. If you go to Lesko Dollar, Lesko, and then dollar, DOLLAR. You go to that website, sign up, and within a few minutes, you'll be on our web platform, and you could start asking questions. And we have people probably right now, I think there's tonight, we have like 3 or 4 hours at least every day of members that are live where you could ask them questions about how they got money. And so it's right there. We're not hiding anything. But you have to be prepared to put in some time yourself. You may get lucky and it may be easy, but most don't plan on it. And that's why anybody who's saying you it's easy, and maybe you get that from my commercials, oh, I get excited about this. And so you get excited that it may be easy. And it may be, but don't plan on easy because you'll stop. That's the only bad thing, is stopping. And you're not positive where to go. But I know what's positive is don't stop. Anything you do above that is okay. It's going to get you there closer. If you stop, you'll never get closer. And that's like anything. You want to learn to do something, you have to keep getting closer and closer, inch by inch. I mean, think what you've done in the last, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. You probably had financial problems for maybe even years. Have you gotten close to free money yet? No. That's why, because you're trying to go quick fixes, and sometimes they work, but most times they don't. So you have to throw that away, come back to reality, and put in the elbow grease. It doesn't take brain power. It doesn't take knowing people. It doesn't take special skills. No, it takes effort, like learning to ride a bike. Everybody learns to ride a bike, right? But in the beginning, they all fell on their ass because it's different. You had to guide this thing so you don't fall down. I don't know how to do that. Never did that before. Well, that's what getting free money is like. You never did this before. So don't expect you know it. I mean, you could sit and watch television and the people on television play professional football and you say, oh, I could do that right now. All he has to do is do this and that and whatever. I could hit that ball. Yeah. You go out there and hit a 100-mile-an-hour baseball coming at you. You're not going to hit that thing. You have to practice doing that. I have financial problems, need help. ASAP, thanks. Please, thanks. If you have financial problems, you could join us right now. And you have 4 hours to join for $1. And for $1, you get 5 days of unlimited help. Okay, $1, 5 days unlimited help. And that's leskodollar.com. Lesko is Lesko, and then dollar, DOLLAR.com. And you get 5 days of unlimited help. I'm on there usually every day, answering questions and giving advice and whatever. I've been studying this for 50 years. I don't think there's anybody in the country that has been in that for, oh, you remember my infomercials? Yeah, they don't work anymore. And actually what I do now is more helpful to people. The infomercials made a lot of money, sold a lot of books, but people didn't do anything because it takes work. You get a book and tells you how to, do your own dentistry. Oh God, why do I want to do that? But here we have answers to every question. How do I get money to start a business? Okay, our people will tell you actually where the phone numbers are to call someone in your city that you could make an appointment with on the phone or in person and talk about what programs are available. What do you need? What you don't need? What's dumb about what you're doing? What's right about what you're doing? Have you ever heard of FSP loans? No, it's still a loans. Why get a loan if you can get a grant? No, anybody, if you're going to get money for a business or anything, get free consulting help. If you, here, download this thing. If you don't have $1 to join us at leskodollar.com, see how I snuck that in? Download this free report. This will give you enough to get started. You don't have to give me any money. You go to tiny, T-I-N-Y, URL, that's one word, tiny, T-I-N-Y, URL.com, and then you put slash, yeah, and then the word Lesco 500, tiny, T-I-N-Y, URL.com slash Lesco 500. Download there. I have a 500 grants for every state in the United States. So you download that report. You don't have to give me money or anything. Even that report, you don't have to give me an email address or anything. I'll never bother you. I just want you to know what this country has to offer. It's a great country, has great opportunities for people. It builds people like Musk and Donald Trump. They all get money for their businesses and to make millions by starting with government programs. They still do. Musk just got $38 billion, something like $10 million a day he gets from government. And he's going to save us money. Actually, I find out he's costing us more money than he's saving, because all the what he's doing is it's expensive to fire people. And he's doing it willy-nilly and just tens and tens of thousands of people. And that's right now, from the data that shows, it's costing as much money as he's saving and hurting a shitload of people, unnecessarily. And I think ruining our future in a way, because we're investing in problems that are important for us. Curing cancer, figuring out problems in life. You have to have intelligence and long-term research to figure out all this stuff. And just let's not do that. And stop it. And just hurtful. Besides the people losing their jobs, hurtful. Veterans that put their life on their country for us, and I'm one of them. I don't think of myself that way. It was an interesting time, and I didn't have much opportunity at the time. And or maybe I was young and stupid, or it could be all three. I don't know. But somebody's going to put their ass on the line for you. It seems as a country we owe something, those people. They're going to die to keep you living the way we like to live here. Well, I don't know if that's true now, but there's good jokes everywhere. I never let one fly or get away from me. And that's it. And just willy-nilly, tens of thousands of veterans who just lost their jobs overnight after they sacrificed their life. Would you go over and go to some foreign land and get killed so we could say America or whatever the reason is? Wow. I don't know you treat people that way. And then also our friends in the world. We have no more friends. I think it's nice to have friends, because when the shit hits the fan, you want to have friends, man. And that's disappearing. That's too bad. But let's talk about you first. You have to take care of yourself first before you could help anybody else. It's great to be you want to save the world and help people, okay, but you have to take care of yourself first. You have to feed yourself. You have to pay your rent. You have to pay all those things. And that's why these programs are there. That's why if you're doing nothing, and you don't want to get involved with us, that's understandable. Who wants to hang around with a guy like me? But you never see me, except if you turn on your TV. But the 15,000 people aren't like me. That's why they help you better than I can. Because they're more like average people, and they're struggling for the first time trying to do this, and they just learned how to do it. Me, I've been doing it for 50 years, and I learned how, and I got so excited in the beginning, and it takes 50 years now, and to show other people how to do it. And apparently, I'm doing a shitty job. I've wasted my time for 50 years because very few people seem to know about this stuff yet. What have I been doing? You saw me on all those commercials and stuff like that in the past, maybe, but I still have to go door to door, let people know about this stuff. Stop laughing, scammers. Stop laughing, scammers do that. I don't know what that means. I don't help anybody. Mr. Lesko, cool. Well, thank you. Eighth wonder supernova dancer. That sounds wonderful for concerning his staff. Yeah, somebody wrote a big thing about, if you wanted to see about my reaction to how people call me, say, you can call me anything you want, I don't care. Go to letsgoscam.com, okay? Thank you, Betsy. Yeah, and it's important that you, with or without me, that you know about these programs. You pay for them, okay? And they're there for people, and the rich people use them. Like here, I was talking about today, is this program came out just a year or two ago that gives you $40,000 to fix up your home so you don't have to pay high energy costs. So to cut your utility bills, okay, it's like $8 billion. Okay, of the $8 billion, people over, the richest 25% of the people in the United States, there's no income limits on this. Everybody thinks about income limits. I make too much money. That may be true for some, but most of them you won't. 80% of the government programs have no income requirements. So it doesn't matter if you make too much money. Okay, the poorest 25% got less than $1 billion. The richest 25% got $5 billion. Okay, richest got $5 billion. Poorest got $1 billion. Same number of people, okay? Why did they get so much money? Because they applied. Simple reason. Didn't have to be a certain income. They applied. They're getting more money than, and why the hell do we have to give them money to pay their utility bills? The richest 25% really have enough money to pay their utility bills. It's the bottom 25% that don't, and they get thrown out of their house if they don't pay their utility bills. They're the money we have to get, people we have to get this money to. But they don't know how to apply or whatever, and I think it's not know how to apply. When you don't have income, you have a fire drill every day. You know, so take the time to go through what's going on. That's what I'm trying to do here at Let's Go Help, is to have a single place in America where you could apply to every government program. Now, we don't have the applications. What we do is show you where they are. So you have to then call and talk to people. That's how you find the right application. You can't go anywhere on the internet with me or anybody else who says, I have the application. Maybe that works by accident somewhere, but no, because there's hundreds of thousands. Every application is different, every city is different, it's all too different. But there's certain patterns that I've learned to put together after 50 years of doing this, of knowing where these people are in your community, where they help you, where you can make appointments with people to figure this stuff out. So gay representative stays with, okay, he died, Richard Simmons. I worked with him a few times. He's a nice guy. Give me Gush Plus, I'm hungry. Don't know what that is. Electric bikes are outrageous. I just got on the CAP program. Thank the Lord I was accepted in CAP, Pennsylvania Customer Assistance Program. Oh, so they give free electric bikes in Pennsylvania? Cool. See, all these programs like that, we have them here in DC for that. So how do you find out? A good place, if you don't have I just signed up for $1. Thank you, Fran. Yeah, so that's letsgodollar, DOLLAR.com. So if you're you want to be a member and join our people, our 15,000 people that help each other get grants. That's right, 15,000 people, all loving individuals. That's what we're trying to do, have a loving community, that we love each other. We want to help you get what you need, and we'll help you get what you need. And the members help that. They pay money, they pay $20 a month to be able to help people because it feels so good to help people. So that's what this is about. And that's what we're trying to do, is help as many people as we can before we all have to leave someday. Give me the garage, please. I'm in a shelter with my babies and I'm pregnant. Okay, you could start easily if you have a phone, call 211, okay? 211, that's a good place to start. This is United Way, has that 800 number. We'll find you local help and put you in touch with local people to help you. I remember you from childhood. Stay healthy and blessed. Thank you. Chico Suave, nice name. I see you in DC 2 weeks ago. Was that you? Probably so. Dressing weird, walking around. Yeah, I either walk 6 miles or walking back for the gym and work this skinny ass off as much as I can. I'm one of your winners from your grant program from December. Oh, good for you. See, it's real, aren't we? And that's it. So this is on TikTok. Somebody saying they want a grant for it, probably $500 to do something. We give out $50,000 every month to members, sometimes $70,000. It depends on how much money we made last month. And then we give it back to members. They're the ones that put money into us. So they're the ones, if we have extra, give. I'm not interested in buying yachts or rockets to the moon or anything like that. It's helping people. No, the CAP program pays a big majority of your electric bill. I have to cover $90 per month, and Dollar Energy pays the rest. Wow. So that's in Pennsylvania. See, they have programs. How do you find programs like that where you live? Well, I just helped somebody. I forget where they're thing. If you go to findhelp.org, find, FINDHELP.org, and put in your zip code, and then put in zip code, put in the search bar, put in utilities. And I got like 149 programs just in one zip code that of nonprofit organizations, government offices that help with utilities. Do you have resources on cars? Yes, free cars. Download that report that I told you about. Is tinyurl.com/LetsGo500, tiny, T-I-N-Y, url.com/LetsGo500. Download that. I have every state in there, and you'll find 500 programs that give out money for your state on everything, from housing to cars to education, or get out of debt, fix your credit, start a business, buy a house, anything. But for autos, a good place to also check is go to findhelp, FINDHELP.org. Everything that gives money is a .org or a .gov. .coms want your money. Okay, so you want to stick to .org or .gov. And you go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, and then put in cars. And most of them, like in my zip code, there's 40 organizations that either give you free cars or free repair, money to fix up your car. And that's available in every zip code. But when it happens, people go to Google and find one place that say they're free and they don't have it, and then they quit because, hey, I tried and it's not. They said I make too much money, they won't give it to me. Well, in my zip code, you have 49 other places to check. And if you haven't done that, it's like looking for a job. If one says we're not hiring, what do? You don't go home and hope they change their mind, right? You won't live long enough probably. So you have to go other sources. And that's why if you know the system, that's what we do. We teach you how to find these other sources. And they're there for you to use. They'll be used whether you use them or not. They're not waiting for you. What about countries that are out of the U.S.? Yeah, no, can't help you there, sorry. I owed money, I think. How do I find any money owed to me? Yes, there's a, let's see, I have a free download for that. Let me get you that website, and I'll get that. It's tinyurl.com. Okay, so you want to go to tinyurl.com/ and then where to go? Unclaimed. Let's go Unclaimed. tinyurl.com/ Let's Go Unclaimed. Okay, that's where you go. You download that, and it'll show you all the programs that are in the government that have money, that they're sitting on your money because you didn't collect it. And that's pretty cool, I think, isn't it? Wow. And so I do all the research, putting these sources together, because otherwise you'll never find them in Google. You can't. It's next to impossible. Okay. tinyurl.com. Okay, /unlimited. And the one that everybody should have in this country is tinyurl.com/letsgo500. And if you want to join our 15,000 members, help each other get government grants, you go to letsgodollar.com, and that's LESKODOLLAR.com. And you get unlimited help, and that's only for 5 days. You spend $1 in 5 days. And then after 5 days, we charge $20 a month if you want to stay with us, okay? And that's where you get the best help in the world on getting grants. I don't think anybody else, there's a lot of people say I'm scammers, but that really is people who can't get a grant because they don't work at it. You know, and they hear me say advertising, you can get this, and that's true, but you also have to work at getting it. It's not going to just fly into your pocket or your bank account, you know. So if you're not willing to do that, then I'm not, you know, probably not good for you. But you may get lucky too, and it'll be easy. But don't count on luck. You have serious problems to do. Your problems didn't come overnight. You know, it's probably years that you got on this track, and you have to get out. And that's why you have to stop in the name of love. Love yourself to get at it. Start making an appointment with the people in that Let's Go 500 report in your state that will sit down with you for free and figure out how you can get out of debt, what programs there are so you don't have to pay for a lot of your debt, what programs there are that you could get a lot of it forgiven. You know, like now the government has a program, you don't even have to pay your back taxes. You could get forgiven up to 90% of the back taxes. That's a real legitimate program. Anybody could take advantage of it. You don't need an accountant or anything like that to do that. You know, and that's why congratulations on your transition. Me? You got somebody else. How many little boys have you loved? Me? Oh, let's go 500 and let's go, right? But that's LESKO 500. So tiny, TINY, and then LESKO/500. That's where you want to go. And if you want to join us, you know, that's Let's Go Dollar, LESKODOLLAR. Okay. How is it going, Miss? God bless you, sir. I hope you're having fun. Yes, every day is great. Having the time of my life right now. You have no idea how badly I need a vehicle. And I was on trial last year in April, and I haven't had one since. Okay, well, start looking. You want a car badly? How badly you want it? You're gonna have to work for it. Go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code, put in cars, and there'll be probably 20, 30, 40, 60 organizations that either give away cars or fix up cars. Call every one of them. So you're gonna have to make 60 phone calls maybe to find out how to get a car, okay? It's very important. And whenever you call somebody, you don't ask them, hey, you ask them, hey, I need help with a car, can you help me? And if they say no, that's when you say, well, can you suggest other places that may help me? You want to ask them for help to find help, because they're going to know better sources than I will ever know. Thank you for your work and knowledge. Oh, thank you. And that's what you use, those sources that are in that business of helping people. What is the name of the energy grant? That's at the department, your State Department of Energy. Go to your State Department of Energy and ask about those programs. You could also download that tinyurl.com/LESKO, LESKO help. Okay. Another thing too, and then call your local, the section on housing. That's where you want to look for those energy saving programs under the housing section in that Let's Go 500. And if you want to join us to get personal help for every question you have, is letsgodollar.com. letsgodollar.com. And that's where you get help with every program that you're eligible for. Unlimited, unrefined, pasteurized. Great for everybody. Okay, let me see. Yes, I'm gonna, okay. Any other top questions before I go? I own my own land and start a homestead. Well, if it's rural area, then call your county cooperative extension service and tell them what you're trying to do and how they could help you. County Cooperative Extension Service. If you download that free report, that it's tinyurl.com/Lesko, Lesko 500. There's people that pretend to be you. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there. Anybody who charges you more than $20, then you know that's not me, okay? Because they have to charge a lot of money. They have to cover all their marketing costs. I got the #1 gifting badge, and the grants, lots of grants for home improvement, yes. Some of the police involved with targeting me as well as security elite. Okay, if you need legal help on anything, you can go to findhelp.org, put in your zip code and put in legal. Okay, guys, I'm fading out here. So I gotta go see my brother and sister tomorrow morning in a long drive. And so the two websites you wanna know is leskodollar.com, LESKODOLLAR.com. And then the other one is a free report. We don't ask you for email or anything. Is 500 grants for your state. I have them for every state in this report that you could download. You don't even have to give us your email. You go to, I know it. Don't yell at me yet. tinyurl.com/Lesko500. tinyurl.com/Lesko500. And then to join us for $1, it's leskodollar.com. LESKODOLLAR.com. Okay, guys. See you soon. I got about 10 more years you're going to have to put up with me. See you around the corner.